Okay, so what we just did over there for fun, yeah, it was fun, yay, team, right? We're going to do for real here. So what's our first step? First step? First step. Speak up.
Axis of sim.
Axis of sim, how do we find it? F prime of x is equal to, right? The axis of sim. What does that mean? Remember, some of you use this whole 2ax plus b equals 0. Okay? That's okay to use. Right? That's the formula they give you in the book. I show you the derivative, which is calculus form. All that means is the exponent times the coefficient. 2 times 2, which is 4x. Take 1 away from the exponent. What's 1 times 20? 20. And just set it equal to 0. So again, 2ax plus b. Remember? A, B, and C. Okay? And then solve. 4x is equal to 20. X is equal to 5. Okay? That's the axis of sim. Alright?
It's supposed to be a 40, not a 4.
What?
It's supposed to be 40.
Where? Oh, this is a 40?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That'll help later. Thank you. But this all stays the same. Good? So your axis of sim is here. So if we wanted to graph that, we would graph that way over here at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it would look like this. That's your axis of sim. Somewhere at 5. Now obviously, I should probably give another 5, right?
How do we get rid of the x by the 20?
Huh?
How do we get rid of the x by the 20?
Remember, what's 1 times 20? What's 1 from 1? 1 from 1?
None.
None. So x to the 0?
None.
1. So it goes away. Right? That's the point of derivatives. Right? The derivative is going 1 less than this degree. So he's going to go 1 less degree. 1 less degree. 1 less degree. 1 less degree. So if it's a cubic, it's going to turn into a quadratic. Right? A quadratic is going to turn into a linear. A linear is going to turn into a constant. Okay? Derivatives. You're always going down to the next parent function. Does that make sense? Right? So if you went from a quartic, you go down to a quartic would go to a cubic. Does that make sense? A little bit. If it's still hard for you to make sense out of that derivative, 2ax, 2 times a, which is 2, right? 2 times 2x plus what's b? Minus 20. This is the same thing. Equals 0. 2ax plus b equals 0. So that's what this is. Or you can remember how to do it just by doing the derivative. It's always 2 times this plus this number. Every single time. So you just bring this number down. 2 times this. Boom. Every time. Solve it. That's your axis of sim. Okay? What's your second step? That's the easy part, right? What's the second step? This is the hardest part, literally, in the whole problem. The hardest part is the second step. So what's the second step? We just did it. Or I did it, I should say. We didn't do anything. I guess I did it all, right? Some of us were doing it with me. Okay, one of us was doing it with me. What's the next step?
I don't remember any of these stuff.
They have a commercial. It has like smelly stuff you put into the wall. They're too young. You're old enough to remember it. Plug it in, plug it in.
Don't we still have that, or is that done?
I don't know. I don't ever hear it anymore. But that's all you do. You just plug it in.
So what?
To what? The original equation.
13.
This is x. I'm going to plug it into this. What you're trying to find is the function with respect to the axis of symmetry. Right? What you're trying to find is the function with respect to the axis is equal to the vertex. We're trying to find the vertex. The only way to find the vertex, right, is to have the x and the y. We have x. Now we have to find y. To find y, we plug it in. So 2 times 5 squared minus 20 times 5 plus 40. And that's why it's really important we have the 40 now. Like I said to Rosa, oh, that's going to come in handy later. We didn't need it for the first one. This doesn't do anything for us in the first step, but for the second step, and the third step, and the fourth step, it's pretty important. Okay? Alright, what's 5 squared? 25, good. Come on, slow people. What's 2 times 25? 50, there you go. Okay? What's 20 times 5? You got 5 20s in your pocket. Yeah, I knew somebody would get that. There. Okay? Now, okay, what's 50? Now these are halves of each other, right? Always. If these don't come up as halves, you did something wrong. Right? What's 50 minus 100?
4. Just kidding, it's 50.
Minus 50, right? Plus 40 is? Minus 50 plus 40?
10.
Close?
Minus 10.
Minus 10. So f of 5 is equal to minus 10. That means 5 and negative 10. That's your vertex. So remember here, we talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wanted a better graph, right? And then at 5 and negative 10, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At 5, negative 10, right? That's my vertex. And then these are going to go up, right? Because this is a smiling graph. This graph smiles, right? Because it's positive. Okay? So here comes the easiest one. The easiest part to this. Step 3. The easiest part. Come on, what's the easiest part, people? It's the easiest number you can plug in. That's it. Plugging in 0 to get C. Because it's always C. Because if x is 0, then this goes away, and what's left? C, every time. Remember, ax squared plus bx plus c. Every single time you plug a 0 in, these go away, and you get c, every time. So when I plug in f of 0, what do I get? Positive 40. Wow, that's going to suck. Now that's way up here because I'm going to do like 40 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I can't go up to 40, can I? So what am I going to do? I got to change the style of graph I got, right? Could I go 5, 10, 20? Sure. So How about -5, -10, -10, that's all I gotta do right there. So that's still 5 and -10, right? But now I gotta go up to 40. So let's look at that again. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, right? So this is going to go up to here. So I know that this is going up like that, right? Now, how far away do I have to go to get that other point of symmetry? How far away do I go? I'm going to go to 40 up here. And it's going to be, yeah, we can go 5 over, right? Twice, always twice the axis of sim. So, step 4, right, is going to be f of 2 times the axis is equal to c. And this is your check method. This one you have to check. Well, what is 2 times 5? 10, right? And what's f of 10? Well, that means 2 10 squared minus 20 times 10 plus 40. Okay? What's 10 squared? 100. So I got 100 times 2. 200 minus 20 times 10. What's 20 times 10? 200. What's 200 minus 200? 0. What's left? 40. Bam. So I go over to 10. I go up to 40. Bam. Quadratic. Every time. All day, every day. Cake. Give me more. Yum, yum. Okay?